life of the entrepreneur, the weekend does not consist of going out and partying. It really actually consists of more of hard work. It's like our Saturdays, our Monday, and our Sundays, our Tuesday, and so on and so forth. So we got a weird looking week, but nonetheless, it's a good segue that I can use for you all. And today I'm going to talk to you about the mindset of the entrepreneur. And before I do, I'd love for you all to help me out and share this message, because there are many entrepreneurs that are out there, or hopeful entrepreneurs, that may not have the right answer, or may not have the right direction, or the right training, or the right role model in their surroundings and their circles. And they wish and pray, can I just have someone who can guide me on what does it mean to be an entrepreneur? What do I have to have as far as attributes, as far as characteristics, in order for me to be successful? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So in that very bottom left, all you got to do is hit that share button, and you're going to see three options. One is to share in your newsfeed. That is the easiest way to give access to to your community. The second one is going to say, I believe, share in a group, where you can actually share into your own personal group should you have your own community that you are building. And last but not least, you can actually copy the link and send it later on, or even there's a list of names that comes up. Within that list, you can actually invite individuals to watch as you are watching, or they get a notification they can watch it at their own time. So Ali Madawi here. I am a social influencer, and I have been, I guess, an entrepreneur, as that word is easily thrown out there for everybody, for the last 9.5 years. And I'm very, very proud of what it means to be an entrepreneur, at least my version of it. And today I wanted to take an initiative and talk to you about what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? What are the behavior or the mindset that a true entrepreneur has? Because in a virtual world that we are living in right now, especially because of Facebook, especially because of YouTube and all these different outlets, everybody seems to be a guru. And I absolutely am not claiming to be one in here. I am only sharing with you my personal experiences, my personal results, and my personal processes. You take from them what makes sense for you, what you identify as relatable, and you just kick out the rest of the curb and say, not for me, Ali. So I kind of summed them up for 5 different characteristics specifically. And for those of you who are wondering, am I going to educate about business specifically? That's going to be in our 9:15 live broadcast, rather, in our private community. So at 9:15, we're going to be talking a lot of mindset, but in relevance of the business model and the social networking business model that we are creating. But now this is just 100% generic for everyone out there that is an entrepreneur. So please make sure you share this message with the masses. So first things first, my first characteristic that I put out there that I believe is extremely important for us all to have as quote unquote entrepreneurs or business owners, or whatever word that you're comfortable with using, is to remain a student forever. See, we all get a little taste of success at whatever capacity that is. See, so to some people, getting one new customer, they're like, oh my God, this never happened to me before. I just got a customer, therefore I'm becoming successful. See, that's when you experience a positive upgrade to your production or to your business model or whatever it is that you are doing. So 100%, and by nature, the mindset starts thinking, I figured it out. I just got a customer, or I just got an expansion, or I just got a new representative, or whatever the case may be. And we tend to start losing the concept of maintaining our mindset or our identity as a student. See, the moment you stop being a student, meaning the moment you just start teaching and telling people what to do, and you yourself stop feeding yourself, it's almost as if you cut out the source of positivity, the source of education, the source of greatness that you've experienced, and instantly just start going backwards. It's like a plant. If you stop watering that plant, immediately it starts dying. So you being a student, you are always and continually feeding your mindset, feeding your skill set, feeding your discipline, your mentality, your attitude on maintaining that success that you have. And that's why many people, they experience some type of success and then they never have it again. It's like they're a one-hit wonder, and they wonder why they were that. And I've experienced that firsthand. I was in a previous opportunity where I took over the world, and I went to another one for the company I was with, ended up terminating the network, and then I had similar success, and I was like, man, I got this thing figured out. And then that second opportunity was taken away from me and my family, and I wanted to start my own thing, right? Do my own coaching and consulting, and I had a hard time. I struggled a lot, and I was wondering to myself, what the heck is going on? I've influenced tens of thousands of people. I've trained and coached literally people from all around the world. I helped people create success stories for themselves and their families. What the heck am I doing wrong? And what I understood was I stopped learning. I became the guru. And by becoming the guru, I killed all of my sources of nurturing and education. And therefore, my value of giving to others started diminishing. I started sounding like a broken record, like saying the things that everybody else was saying, educating the same stuff that everybody was educating. So my first characteristics of an entrepreneur is to be a student and forever, not just a one-time deal. The moment you stop being a student is the moment you lose. The second piece that I wrote for myself, and I put it in a game plan as my entrepreneurial core value, if you look at it that way, is to remain a servant to others, to always serve others. Because again, at the period of my career where I had my peak, and I don't believe I've peaked yet, but in that period of time, in my early stage when I experienced success for the very first time, I was literally going out of my way. I used to literally take my car and drive all the way to Chicago, and all in between, within 13 hours worth of driving, I'm doing stops to help people, even if it was just like one person on a one-on-one basis, because I'm like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to serve. I'm going to help. And that got people to fall in love with the mission that I was creating, to fall in love with the concept of a servant, and everybody started doing the same thing. I wasn't motivating people. I was inspiring them by the amount of service that I was giving to others. So don't motivate, just inspire. Inspiration comes only from action. Motivation is cute words. So don't motivate, actually inspire. The next piece that I had for myself is to have a mindset of a world changer or an influencer. It wasn't just about the money. And I say just because, don't get it wrong. Obviously, we are in business to be successful financially as well, and I insist on as well. But if you have a purpose that is driving you within your entrepreneurial journey, with your method of operation, if you think to yourself, I'm doing this because I want 1,000 people within the next 24 months to make $1,000 a month, and that will alleviate the financial stress for 1,000 families. Think about that just for you personally as a small goal. And I insist on small goal because we collectively can do so much more. But just think about that. If you yourself could make a decision, mission 1,000, right? Like in 24 months, I'm going to help 1,000 families make $1,000 a month, whatever that may be, even if it's not within your own company, even if it's not using your service, but just overall educating somebody how to find scrap metal and sell it at the scrap yard, or utilizing eBay, going to a dollar store, buying $100 worth of stuff and flipping it on eBay for $2 to $3 items where people will actually buy it, and you're making 300%. I'm giving you some ideas right now, right? But that is a mindset that you need to have, is I am going to change the world at whatever capacity. Now you have to ask yourself, and we talked about this yesterday, how do I really want to change the world? What is my role, right? What is my mission within my organization and my team and my community and my world, and so on and so forth, right? So make sure you have that mindset of a world changer, of an influencer. Number 4 that I wrote for myself is to be a dreamer. See, there is no success story, or let me just go a step further, instead of just success story, but there is no one that has established a legacy with their name that were not dreamers. I dream all day long. You know, I'm a daydreamer, and I love dreaming. I love it when I have an epiphany. I love it when I zone out and I'm imagining myself in, I don't know, Bora Bora with 100 people that I helped get there, right? And we're all celebrating and living life and picturing my son growing up and being by my side and saying, I'm so proud of you, Dad, on a national stage in front of 30,000 people. Those are dreams that I have for me selfishly. But then again, I have other dreams, right? The dreams of having missions and going around the world and building homes for the homeless. You know, I've experienced a very, very rough part of my life early on in my life, that I want to go back to those areas where I grew up, where I didn't have the opportunity or the food or the clothes or anything, and create for those who and essentially were left behind. I have my own dreams to help eliminate child molestation and all, you know, things that had some impact on me as a child. I want to go back and eliminate. And it's crazy to hear eliminate, but think about Bill Gates. Bill Gates wants to eliminate disease. Bill Gates, who literally said, my goal is to spend my whole fortune back on the world. And the more he spends, the more money that he actually makes. It's crazy how that works, right? It's the law of giving. So be a dreamer. That to me is a crazy important piece of that. Last but not least, which kind of attaches everything together, and especially the last piece, is to be purposeful. You know, what is your purpose? When I'm talking to you, I have one purpose and one purpose only. It's to wake you up. It's to trigger something within you. It's to at times make you inspired enough or make you angry enough at a certain situation. I tell people you gotta be mad. And when I say mad, I don't mean mad as in angry, but mad as in make a difference. So I'm mad right now, meaning I am making a difference right now. I am triggering something within you. You know, folks, 13, 14 years ago, I was not the speaker or the entrepreneur or whatever, this man that is in front of you right now. And again, I truly believe I have not even touched the 5% of my potential of what I am intended to do in this world. But guess what? I was a busboy in TGI Fridays cleaning up dishes saying me no English. I was just a young kid that was broken from a previous life, you know, as a child, that had everything taken away, that grew up in a divorced family, that thought that life sucked for me. But guess what? I had a dream. I had a purpose. I wanted to change the world for those who have maybe lived my life or went through my struggle. I knew for a fact that starting with my family, I wanted to serve my family. How a single mom was able to provide for 4 kids in a third world country while she didn't have a job and she didn't have anything for herself to begin with, right? And then I'm like, wait, we're in the greatest country in the world supposedly, so how am I going to serve that mom and give back to her, right? I want to make sure that my wife or my mother is proud of me through the way I treat my wife, right? I want my mother to say I raised a good man, you know. So that's where the service comes from. I want to make the people in my life proud of me. And last but not least, to remain a student forever. Every time I took the time to keep my head down and say I'm willing to get educated. And if any of you, you know, even if we're not in business in any capacity, if you were to ask me, hey, Ali, I want you to take a look on my business for me, and today specifically, Naomi, if you're watching, I love you. You know for a fact that you reached out. You said, oh my God, I'm so glad we're connecting. I want to share something with you that I'm excited about. I said, absolutely, I'd love to get educated. And I took the time and I evaluated her products and I evaluated what she's got going on. And I told her the truth. Hey, I'm focused on what I have. I cannot by any way, means necessary, deviate from what I'm focused on. But guess what? Send me your link and I'm going to share it with my wife. And if something makes sense to the both of us, we'll support you and just be customers, just because that's what you're supposed to do, right? So again, I don't mean to tell you here what to do or what not to do. I only am sharing with you what worked for me to create a lifestyle where my wife and I are stay-at-home dad and mom for our beautiful baby boy, Sebastian. And we did it our way. You know, we did it our way. I used to blindly just follow any leader. I used to blindly just ask Tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. Oh yeah, spend $12,000 this year? Sure, no problem. Go to conventions and spend $3,000 on the next 3 months? Yeah, sure. I did it all. And I never questioned. But then once I said I have to create my own core values and make my own rules of living, everything changed. So please take from this video whatever makes sense for you, whatever connects with you, whatever hits home for and with you. It is not about me and about you giving me the engagement and the love back. It's about you taking what is an asset to you to add to your mindset, to add to your behavior, and therefore become a true entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurship is not about making money. And I know for many of you, you're going to be like, what the heck did he just say? Entrepreneurship, sure, you're gonna make money, but entrepreneurship never starts with, I wanna make $1 million. Entrepreneurship starts with, I wanna change the world. I wanna help people. I wanna eliminate a problem. I wanna do this, I wanna do that. That's what entrepreneurship at least is for me. Now, God bless you. If I just wanna make money and you're doing it, have fun, have at it. But I promise you, if your team isn't winning, your income, your success has an expiration date. I promise you that. And I lived it because I did have that mindset of I just want to be rich. And then it went up and extremely down. And then it went up and then extremely down. And the down was very painful. And I lost friends. I lost networks. I lost organizations. And I don't want you to go through the same mess. So make sure you are purposeful. Make sure you have the right mindset and the right behavior. For those of you who are in our social community, we are going to jump on at 9:15. That is in, I don't have my watch, but sometime soon, I believe, we're going to dig a whole lot deeper on mindset, but we're going to address your fears. We're going to address your doubts. We're going to address your lack of understanding to how certain things aren't operational for you. Why can't you maintain a positive attitude? How can you stay motivated even if you have nobody that is supporting you? How can you get your spouse to listen to you and say, I got your back? So all of that will be in our 9:15 in our private group. For those of you who don't have access, just shoot me a message. Let me know if you need to jump on. There's no cost for you to watch a video. It's just in our 2,200. We actually have, as of right now, 2,199 people in it. So I wonder who's going to make it 2,200. So much love to you all, and we'll catch you at 9:15 in our private community. Good night.